Hi, I'm Jen Ailey of Jen Ailey Coaching. Have you ever noticed that when you have a problem or you have a project you're working on and you're trying to figure out how to solve the problem, how to create the thing you're creating, it is blocked sometimes because you're trying almost too hard? It's like you created a vacuum of trying, and that vacuum is blocking the process itself. But then you take a break, you go to the restroom, take a shower, take a walk, and then something happens and the thing comes to you. It doesn't actually have to come from your trying. It can come from wherever things come from, wherever these ideas come from. Elizabeth Gilbert has a really popular video that's about the muse and how in ancient Greece, I think, they actually attributed creativity that artists had from the muse. So instead of trying to create from our ego and trying to create from the pressure we put on ourselves to create or even be perfect, this perfectionism also can block us. So the trying too hard and the perfectionism can both block our creativity. And then so can just not expressing and not just trying something as a plan A, B, C, D in the process of creating something. Oftentimes when I'm designing jewelry, I'll start a project and I'll be stuck and I can't figure out how to connect something to each other or something, and then I have to back away from it, sometimes for days or weeks even, and then come back to it and try again with a fresh perspective, and just being willing to make mistakes and being willing to try something that never has been tried before. A lot of my designs are actually from just trial and error and having an image in my head from a dream or from a meditation or something, and then sketching it out and then trying to figure out how to make it. And that's one reason why a lot of my designs are very, very unique, because nobody else has made them. Because the ideas come through, for example, my rings. I want to make a ring. Here's what I'm wearing right now. I want to make a ring, and I don't use fire. I don't solder. So I basically have to figure out how to make a ring that's going to go around the finger, that's going to hold a gemstone or two or not, and that is functional, that won't get snagged, that won't hurt somebody, that, and the first time I made rings, I actually hammered one thumb and poked a hole in the other, small hole, with the gauge wire I was using. So took a break for a while after that, and then I came back to it and tried new things. So all this to say, try something new, break out from your normal trying or whatever, back away from the computer, back away from the project, back away from your challenge, and see what happens. Allow this idea to shift and form. This is also a great concept to play with when creating your life in general, with not trying to force it or control it. And this is really hard for control freaks, I know. A friend of mine said not to try to hold the wheel too tight and controlling things, because there's no attachment from the wheel to the axle anyway. So letting go and trying. Thanks a lot.